We are now talking about angle. What did you understand by angle? In mathematics, an angle is a geometric figure formed by two rays or line segments that have a common ends. Segment that shares a common end point. That shares a common end point. It shares a common end point. So an angle is a geometric figure formed by two rays or nine segments that share a common endpoint known as vertex. So how does the angle even look like? This is the way angle looks like. For example, this is a line like this. You have a line like this. We call this one A, we call this one B. So it moves from here to this place. So this is an angle. So sometimes it moves in this form. It moves in anti-clockwise like this. So we have, this is 0 A B. This is also an angle. So let's now talk about the types of angle. We have types of angles. The number one types of angle is, let's talk about acute angle. Acute angle. What do you really understand by acute angle? An acute angle, an angle whose measure is greater than 0 degree and less than 90 degrees. 90 degrees. 90 degrees. So what we are talking about here is an acute angle, an angle whose measure is greater than 0 degree and less than 90 degrees. How does this shape? This is the shape given to an acute angle. You see, this is the angle. The angle here is acute angle. We call it acute angle because it's less than 90 degree. So it's an acute angle. So any angle less than 90 degree is what we call acute angle. So now we also want to talk about another types of angle. We have another one, the number one. We have another types of angle that we call right angle. Right angle. So in a right angle is that an angle whose measure is exactly 90 degree. It is exactly 90 degree, whose angle is exactly 90 degree. So this is what we call a right angle. So let's have a little shapes that shows what you call a right angle. This is what we call a right angle. Call it right angle. So these are other types of angle. So let me also let me just do revision before leaving this page. He said an angle is geometric figure formed by two rays or line segments that share a common endpoint known as vertex. So that the vertex, there is a vertex they're talking about because they share the two endpoints. These are the vertex. So these are it becomes in clockwise form or anti-clockwise form. So now we now talked about the types of angle. Number one, the acute angle. An angle whose measure is greater than 0 degree and less than 90 degree. They are the one that are called acute angle. So this is the shape. So another one we call it the types of angle. We call it right angle. An angle whose measure is exactly 90 degrees. So this is where it is being written. So now let's also go to the third types of angle. We also have another types of angle. We have what we call obtuse. Obtuse angle and an angle whose measure is greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degrees. So now this is another types of angle that when you measure it, you discover that the angle is greater than 180 degrees. So let's draw the shape that relate these. This is the shape. So we call this one obtuse angle. So this is obtuse angle. So we also, let's now go to the next one. We call it a straight line. A straight angle. Now an angle whose measure is exactly 180 degrees. It forms a straight line. So this is just what you're just trying to illustrate. This is straight line. So this is the angle formed. It's always 180 degree. So we call this one a straight line. So that is another types of angle. So a straight angle, an angle whose measures is exactly 180 degree. So that is just how the angles looks like. So therefore, we still continues to explain what the types of angle is. So the next types of angle we're able to explain is what we call a reflex angle. A reflex angle. Let's talk about a reflex That is number 5. Reflex. Reflex angle. An angle. An angle whose measured is greater than 180 degree and less than 360 degrees. So this is what we call a reflex angle. So this is how it is being drawn. Reflex angle. So we want to draw a reflex. We draw it in two forms. There's another one like this. We draw a reflex like this. This is another one. So this is a reflex angle. So I would like to give the last types of another types of angle, which we call number 6. We call it complementary angle. Complementary. Complementary angles. Two angles that add up to 90 degrees are called complementary angles. You also let us to know that. So that's just complementary. Let me just give another one. We have what we call supplementary. Supplementary angles. Two angles that add up to 180 degrees are called supplementary angles. They do not have to be adjacent. So by the time we talk much about types of angle, we know much about uh, the how the angle is being measured. So how we also draw angles. So that is Today we will only talk about what we have done, the angles and the types of angle. I will be happy if we can stay tuned to the next class on angle. I only explain what is angle before we now go to the, let me do the revision of what we have able to have done. So we talked about angles. He said an angle is a geometric figure formed by two rays or line segment that share a common endpoint known as vertex. So this is where we draw the angle. We also talk about the types of angles. One, acute angle, an angle whose measure is greater than 0 degree and less than 90 degrees. That is how it is being drawn. Number two, a right angle, an angle whose measure is exactly 90 degrees. This is how it is being drawn. Obtuse angle, an angle whose measure is greater than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees. This is what is this? A straight line, an angle whose measure is exactly 180 degrees. It forms a straight line. This is how it is being. A reflex angle, an angle whose measure is greater than 180 degrees and less than 360 degrees. We also have what we call a complementary angle. Two angles that add up to 90 degrees are called complementary angles. Supplementary, two angles that add up to 180 degrees are called supplementary angle. They do not have to be adjacent. So once again, we are using this opportunity to tell you that in this Mike Blows TV, if you are opportune to see that anything that we are doing is okay, be happy for you to subscribe. Just click the subscribe button to this channel. So if what we are doing is meaningful, so help us to subscribe. Thanks.